Thought that you should know I've been going solo. Want my love, baby, earn it. Yeah, dancing on my own. See if you can follow.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Monique Macrin. I'm a wellness, pregnancy and postpartum coach. I'm very passionate about women health, reproductive health, anything breastfeeding, pregnancy, childcare. I really enjoy that. If this is your first time clicking on this video, thank you so much. I hope that you're going to like it here, and if you do, please subscribe, share with your friends, and also let's engage hapo kwa comment section. So today we're talking about the disadvantages of breastfeeding, and it's going to be a somewhat comparison between breastfeeding and formula feeding. Okay, so and I have to make this disclaimer almost in every video. I am not here to tell you what to do. I'm just here to give you information that you can use to make a decision that best suits you, your lifestyle, and also the best interests of your child. Let's get to the first disadvantage, and that is sagging breasts. Yes, breastfeeding is one of the main causes of sagging breasts for women, and so it's a good thing, yes, but it is a disadvantage. Like every choice out here, there's a consequence. Okay, so one consequence of breastfeeding is that your breasts are going to sag, but as we said, there are so many things you can do to prevent the intensity of them sagging. The second disadvantage of breastfeeding is that it can lead to mom guilt. Now, mom guilt usually occurs when mothers know that they're the primary caregivers to their children. They know that they carry with them the plate that their child used to feed. Okay, so you're going to find that if a mom decides to take some mom time, maybe they want to hang out with their girls, they want to go out, breastfeeding moms usually feel guilty. They feel like they are becoming selfish when they choose to have a little bit time away from their child, and that contributes to a lot of mom guilt. Okay, so in my opinion, mothers who breastfeed tend to have a lot of mom guilt compared to formula fed to formula moms. This is because a formula mom can easily go out, do something that is selfish, something for themselves, and they will not feel guilty. But a breastfeeding mom, if they leave the house even for a few minutes, they keep thinking about the child, they keep thinking that, oh my god, I'm the worst mom, I'm selfish, and such like things. So yes, mom guilt is another disadvantage of breastfeeding. Another disadvantage of breastfeeding is that it lacks convenience to a great extent, and it is also not flexible. So a mother who is, for example, not even pumping their milk, that means they have to wake up every time the child wants to breastfeed, and most breastfed babies usually feed on demand. So that means this mother cannot do a lot of things probably outside the house. They have to be there so that the child can feed. The fact that they carry the plates, they carry the tools for breastfeeding, they cannot delegate. However, this can be solved where pumping is involved, because if you pump your breast milk, that means you can easily delegate that role. But in the absence of pumping, it becomes very inflexible and lacks convenience. Now let me add another point whereby my baby mommy is shooting a video to her people. It's important to mention that especially in the African setup, we have not really embraced breastfeeding in public. So you find a lot of breastfeeding moms, they do not want to go to church. Probably there's no creche where they go to church, so they feel like, oh my god, there's no way I'm going to flash my boobs in church, and maybe the baby is crying and they want to feed, so there's that discomfort. Also maybe when you're going out, you're maybe at the mall, in a hotel, and there's that restriction. But this differs from moms to moms. Personally, I breastfed both of my babies, and let me tell you, I did not care where I flashed my boobs out, because you know what, I had to do what I have to do. But I know this is different for every mom. On the other hand, with formula milk, you just have to carry a bottle, clean and warm water, and you can mix it anywhere. So there's convenience and flexibility on the other side. Another disadvantage of breastfeeding, I'll have to refer to notes, is that it restricts. There was a car that was passing. So another disadvantage of breastfeeding is that there's a restriction to the medication and foods that a mother can take. So now you'll find that there's some medication that are contraindicated for lactating moms, and sometimes you could develop a medical condition that solely depends on that medication. So in such a case, either the mother has to forfeit the benefits of the medication, or they have to stop the child from breastfeeding. So yes, there's that aspect of not all medication is suitable for a lactating mom. Now, on the other side of formula feeding, you really don't have to care, because at the end of the day, what you get into your body is not directly getting into the child's system. Another disadvantage, which is actually building on the previous disadvantage, is that breastfeeding moms do not have the luxury of eating and drinking whatever it is that they pleases. For example, taking alcohol, taking wine. Okay, wine is also alcohol. Taking alcohol, smoking, eating a lot of junk food. You always have to worry about the health of your baby, because we said garbage in, garbage out. If you take a lot of junk food, then what is going to happen to your milk? It's going to be fatty, yes, and chances of getting an obese baby becomes really high. If you're taking drugs, like, okay, let me not use the word drug, let me use things like alcohol, smoking, because a lot of moms do take things like wine, but when you take them when you're breastfeeding and you do not take the recommended amount of time between the taking of those things and breastfeeding, then it's going to get into the child's system and the child can get addicted. Now, that's it with the disadvantages of breastfeeding. Oh my god, how did I forget hair loss? Guys, as you can see, I recently shaved my hair. Can you see where my hairline used to be here? Now it's here. Okay, I'm yet to go to the salon for a decent cut, but you can see hair loss. It can happen during pregnancy, but it gets worse during breastfeeding. And of course, this is something that we can remedy over time. I'm going to be sharing this journey here. From the time I go to the kinyozi, to the barber shop, to the products that I'm going to use, I'm going to be sharing that journey in here. But yes, this is another disadvantage of breastfeeding. Now, when all is said and done, after all is said and done, it's important that we remind ourselves whatever choice we make is going to be advantages and disadvantages, whether it's formula feeding, whether it is breastfeeding. At the end of the day, what you have to understand is motherhood comes with a price, and that price is sacrifice. Until next time.